Greetings, family. Welcome to Live with Chatufa. We are looking at issues that are happening in the nation as we continue to see pressure being mounted on Emmerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF. Right now, as we speak, Mnangagwa buys police vehicles in a bid to strengthen his grip on power. Mnangagwa realizes that his power is dwindling. He realizes that the center does not hold any power anymore because of the much pressure that is coming around him from inside ZANU-PF, also inside Zimbabwe, as well as internationally. Mnangagwa has been condemned for what he has done against the human rights activists, including opposition members and other leaders and other dissenting voices in Zimbabwe that are incarcerated as we speak right now. This has called the world to condemn Emmerson Mnangagwa, with many progressive pressure groups speaking about the situation of Zimbabwe and also lobbying SADC and other organs to begin to act on Emmerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF. So Mnangagwa understands that he still needs the police to hold on to power, especially as we are looking forward to the upcoming demonstrations. Mnangagwa would really want to have a police force that is really equipped to withstand the pressure that is coming as the citizens shall be demonstrating during this upcoming SADC summit. Zimbabweans have decided after a very long time to take the power away from Emmerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF after considering that Mnangagwa does not look like he is respecting the constitution of the land. He still wants to go to 2030. Mnangagwa is rigging elections. Mnangagwa is speaking like some little god in Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwean people have realized that the rise about elections does not work at all as long as Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF are still in power. This is the time that Zimbabwe has decided to rise up and defend their own freedom and demand their own power that has been stolen from them by ZANU-PF. So Honorable Cheza here reports that the government of Zimbabwe's decision to procure new vehicles for the Zimbabwe Republic Police while neglecting the country's dire needs is a stark example of misplaced priorities. Indeed, these are misplaced priorities, but Mnangagwa knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing because looking at the situation in the country where the hospitals, like for example, last time we were talking about Paranyato Hospital and in Blawa Mpilo Hospital, they don't have medication at all. And quite a lot of other equipment and systems are not working in hospitals and clinics throughout the whole country. But Mnangagwa would not care about that. Mnangagwa would care increasing or buying cars for the police officers so that they can be as effective as he wants during this upcoming SADC summit. All he's looking for is making these SADC people think that Mnangagwa is a very good leader, and he wants to make sure that he frustrates the efforts of the citizens of Zimbabwe who want to stand up against his corrupt misappropriation of Zimbabwean funds that we have seen happening in the government of Zimbabwe, in the government and all the ministers involved, and Mnangagwa is doing nothing about it. While all these monies that are being squandered by ZANU-PF could have been put to good use, we still continue to see the country suffering at the hands of ZANU-PF, and this, at the end of the day, is not helping out at all. So Zimbabwean people must continue to demand for their freedom. This is time that we need to rise up as Zimbabwe. We need to continue to demand our rights that Mnangagwa is infringed for a very, very long time. It is time for Zimbabwe to take back what has been stolen by ZANU-PF. And this is the time for freedom. This is the time that Zimbabwe must arise and demand the freedom from this corrupt government and this government that is not elected by the people of Zimbabwe. So we are still watching to see what has happened. We've heard also of the new police uniforms that have been procured. While we have been seeing police officers moving in tattered uniforms, now all of a sudden new uniforms are bought. But we got to understand that the new uniforms specifically were being given to these ZANU-PF youths who were not originally police because they did not have the uniforms. So this is why the new uniforms have come. It's not about the police themselves. It's about covering up these border Gezi hooligans that Mnangagwa wants to use to beat up and to maim, to help arrest those people that shall be demonstrating during the upcoming demonstrations. But Zimbabwean people have continued to be resolute. They've continued to speak, and they continue to speak, and they are saying we are not going to be intimidated about what Emmerson Mnangagwa could be trying to do. All the dirty tactics that he's trying are not going to win, because Zimbabwean people, they know what they want. They want their freedom, and this is the time to demand that freedom. And freedom is coming, and Zimbabwe definitely is going to be free, for we are in the season of change, and change is coming to Zimbabwe, whether they like it or not. So Zimbabwe, be ready to take back your power stolen by Emmerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF, and very, very soon we are going to be coming out victorious, because God is on our side. God is in it. Let's rise up. Let's stand up. Let's continue to spread the message all over that the demonstrations are on, and Zimbabwean people are saying enough is enough. Zimbabwean people are drawing the line in the sand. Zimbabwean people are saying, Mnangagwa, we've tried by all means to communicate in different means, but Mnangagwa has seemed to be so arrogant to listen to the plight of the Zimbabwean people. And finally, we've reached a time that the citizens are saying no more discussions with him now, no more talks with Emmerson Mnangagwa, no ZANU-PF, because these people have proven that they don't have the heart for the Zimbabwean people. So Zimbabweans are demanding their power, and this is where we are today. So let's continue to be watching as the days continue to go by, as we are approaching this SADC summit. It seems more and more we are seeing the ruthlessness, the police, the soldiers being unleashed in the streets. We've heard again, Unity L Tungwiza, that the army trucks were again seen, and yet I saw some already reporting that soldiers have been withdrawn, but soldiers were seen today in Unity L Chitungwiza, and the videos are there. We shall be showing you those videos as we go throughout the shows in the day, because we need to set the correct record so that people of Zimbabwe would understand exactly what is happening. In this struggle, we need to know what is happening. We need to have the right information, the correct information. If we say soldiers are withdrawn, instead, and yet soldiers are still in the streets, that may be a danger to the Zimbabwean people. Zimbabwean people deserve to be told what exactly is happening on the ground. The truth is what is needed, and the truth will empower the struggle for freedom, because that's what ZANU-PF does not want. When they use propaganda, their purpose is to make sure that Zimbabwean people don't understand what is happening there, and a confused people will be defeated in any kind of struggle. But this time around, we are coming out victorious. Family, I want to appreciate you and to thank you for joining me on the show. Continue to subscribe to this channel, like and share, and we will continue to be meeting in upcoming shows. Remain blessed till we meet again. Shalom.